Hello and welcome to the Washington Osaka Club Kitchen. My name is Attila Nyiri, Director of Coaching, and today we bring you yet another fantastic meal that you can feed your athlete so they can produce beautiful performances on and off the soccer field. Today's dish will be an egg noodle sour cream casserole, and we already started preparing it for you. We are in the process of boiling the noodles. The noodles, once they get boiled at al dente, they will be strained, put into a dish, and we will mix green scallions, sour cream, and cottage cheese to it with a little bit of bacon and seasoning. Once that's all worked together, that will be our first layer and second and third layer in a pot. This casserole entails that we provide all the great and healthiest ingredients. So for this, again, it's an 80-20 lean beef, and we will brown it, then we discard the fat, we will add tomato paste to it and tomato sauce, and then we'll reincorporate and build the casserole again. Once we have drained our egg noodles, and again, I like them al dente, some people don't, some people like them really well cooked, we do the following. We incorporate the green onions that you have chopped up, fine chop. We incorporate 1 container of cottage cheese. Do not worry, the curds and the cheese will melt from the heat in the oven and you'll get a very creamy consistency. And to this we'll add another container of sour cream. So the volume of each one of these containers is 16 ounces, which is 1 pound. But you can add as much as you like. But please use not the light version, the real stuff. So now we'll incorporate everything together. You fold it and you work it till you get a beautiful mixture here. And once it begins sloshing, you know you mixed it well. If you still have dryness in there, then that means you have to increase the creaminess. As you can see, as I'm mixing it, it's the sloshy, we can already hear the slosh in there, so that is telling me that the amount of dairy is perfect. Now we want to make sure that we get green onions and everything everywhere, and all our noodles are happy. This is a little bit of manual labor here, but it has to be incorporated pretty well. Go all the way down to the bottom of the dish and fold, lift and fold until you get a great consistency. Now, the trick to everything is to taste the food. Of course, we have put in a lot of salt for the noodles when we started cooking, but still we must taste it with all the ingredients now, and then we'll add. It's very good, but now it needs all the spices that we will put into it. Once this is consistent and we have it done, we will now incorporate our fried bacon, and again we try to mix it evenly so that goodness of the bacon touches and gives a hint of it all throughout the noodles. After draining the fat of our beef, we continue browning it, and as we did with our noodles, we also will season our beef. When the beef is sufficiently browned, then we add about 20 to 24 ounces of tomato sauce. Make it feel really good. It's 4 pounds, so I'm going to add 24 ounces. And we'll incorporate that so that all the beef does not, no beef should stay dry. Once everything is ready, meaning the noodles and the meat, we begin building our casserole. So the first layer is a layer of noodles, the noodle mixture in the bottom. Our aim is to build exactly 2 layers, so meaning 2 layers of noodles and 2 layers of meat, so we can fill in. You should not have any gaps. The bottom of the casserole dish should not be showing. Once the basement is done and we are happy with it, we'll go to the meat. Put the meat on top. We spread it. Again, we have enough meat here for 2 full floors. So now we go back to layer 2, which we can just incorporate like so. Now we add the last layer of meat. We work that beautifully. And now comes the crowning of the meat and the noodles and everything else with the grated Colby and cheddar cheese. Now, if you wish, you can add cheese in between the layers before you put the second layer of noodles on. I prefer just putting it liberally and a lot on top because it creates a nice crust and it bubbles up. We get the cheese and we liberally put it on top. To quote my son, the lead singer and guitarist from the band called The Dissidents, shout out to the Big Dissidents, is dead. There is no such thing as enough cheese. So to honor him, because I always want to honor my boy as well, we will put enough cheese here to make every boy like my son happy, and of course every little girl, because girls too love cheese. This is our casserole. It looks very beautiful. And now this will go into the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. After 20 minutes in the oven, with all assembled piece comes out, after the cheese bubbled up, and it looks like so. This is the final product that your athlete and hopefully you yourself will enjoy tremendously. So this is your final product, and this is the way it should appear when you put it on the plates. After it rested a little bit, the cheese holds everything together, and you serve it up.